Today our topic is equipotential surface. Equipotential surface means it's a surface where potential is same at each and every point. Such a surface is called a equipotential surface. So for an isolated point charge, I will draw the shape of an equipotential surface. You have a positive charge like this, isolated, a single positive charge. I can draw concentric spheres. This is one sphere. What is the specialty of the surface of the sphere? If I take 3 points A, B and C, charge is having a value Q, this distance will be R. This also will be R from the charge, this also will be R from the charge. So I can say the points A, B and C are equidistant from the charge. And we have learned that what is the equation of potential at A, B and C, I can say it is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R. So for the points A, B and C, R is the same. So potential will be same. So we can consider this sphere as an equipotential surface. Why? Because at each and every point on the surface, potential will be same. So for an isolated point charge, we can draw many concentric spheres. This is one sphere. I can draw one more sphere like this. Another concentric sphere. Here at each and every point, potential will be same. This point and this point will have different potential, but potential at each and every point on this surface, potential will be same. For example, if A, B, C are having potential values 2 volt, these points will be having potential 1 volt like this. I give an example. So at each and every point here, potential will be 1 volt, here potential will be 2 volt and so on. So these are called equipotential surfaces. And there are few properties for equipotential surface. First property is, we can list like this: work done to move a charge along an equipotential surface will be 0. If you want to move a charge along the equipotential surface, work done will be 0. Why work done is 0? Because work done depends on potential difference. If you are moving a charge from A to B and they are having same potential, what is the potential difference? It will be potential difference will be 0. So work done also will be 0. That's an important point. The work done to move a charge, a point charge along an equipotential surface will be 0. And next point is, at each and every point on the equipotential surface, electric field is perpendicular. If this is a charge, I can draw the electric field like this. And this is a surface. What is the angle between these two? The surface and the electric field are perpendicular. So that is the second property. The electric field is perpendicular to what? Equipotential surface. So electric field is perpendicular to equipotential surface. Third one is, if the field is very strong, the surfaces are very close together. If the field is very weak, and the equipotential surface will be distant apart. So we can say for strong field, if the field is strong, surfaces are, equipotential surfaces are, strong field it is, they are close together, close, and vice versa. So if it is a weak field, the equipotential surfaces are distant apart. For a strong field, the equipotential surface will be very, very close together. That's the third property. Now, fourth property also very important. Two equipotential surfaces will never intersect each other. That is the fourth property. Will never intersect. They cannot intersect because if two surfaces will intersect, at a point of intersection, there will be two values due to both the surfaces, and it is practically impossible. At a one point, there will be one potential value. If two surfaces intersect, at the intersecting point, there will be two different potential values, and it is practically impossible. So two equipotential surfaces will never intersect each other. Then you have seen for a single positive charge, equipotential surface will be concentric spheres. For a uniform field, we will see what happens, what will be the shape of equipotential. For a uniform field, if you have a uniform field, equipotential surface will be planes perpendicular to the field. That's the shape. We can draw the shape here. I have a uniform field in this region. You can see the uniform field region. This uniform field region. From this side to this side, there's uniform field. I will draw the equipotential surface. I can draw first equipotential surface like this. This is one equipotential surface. Surface is perpendicular to electric field. Next, I will draw here. So we can say these are planes perpendicular to the electric field. For a uniform field, equipotential surface will be planes perpendicular to the field. This is for uniform field and this is for a single isolated point charge. Now suppose we have 2 point charges, 2 positive charges. We will draw like this here. One positive charge nearby other positive charge. Then we will draw these are equipotential surfaces. Can draw the spheres like this. These are equipotential surfaces for system of 2 positive charges, and we can find an overlapping region also here. So these bold curved lines will indicate the equipotential surface for 2 positive charges. So system of 2 positive charges. Positive charges will try to repel each other. So this will be the shape of the equipotential surface for 2 positive charges. Then for a dipole, also we can draw equipotential surface. I will draw the first charge positive, next is negative. Here also we can draw a similar equipotential surface. Now here also we will draw equipotential surface. These are the shapes of equipotential surface for a dipole. If this is center of the dipole, what will be the potential at the point at the center? This will create a positive potential here, this will create negative potential. Net potential will be 0. So we can imagine a plane here. We can imagine a plane perpendicular to this dipole length. So at each and every point on the dipole point, potential will be 0. So equipotential. So a plane perpendicular to the dipole along its dipole length. If this is the dipole length, a plane perpendicular exactly at the center, that also will be an equipotential surface having potential value 0. So at each and every point on this plane, potential will be 0. And these are also equipotential surfaces. These bold lines are also indicating equipotential surface for a system of dipole. 2 charges having same magnitude and opposite sign. So the important points that you have to remember are: first one, the work done to move a charge along an equipotential surface will be 0. Equipotential surface, for equipotential surface, electric field is perpendicular to the surface. For strong field, surface will be close together, and for weak field, surface will be distant apart. Two equipotential surface will never intersect each other, because if they intersect at a point of intersection, at each and every point of intersection, there will be 2 values for potential. It is practically impossible. Fifth one is for uniform field, equipotential surface will be planes perpendicular to the field you can see here. And for isolated charge, this is equipotential surface, there will be concentric spheres. And this is for a system of 2 positive charges, and this is for a positive and negative, means dipole. Speciality of dipole is that at the center, if you consider a plane perpendicular to the dipole, that plane will be equipotential surface provided the potential has a value 0. At each and every point on the equipotential surface here, we have potential value 0. Okay, so that's about equipotential surface. Thank you.